You have disrespected me. You have insulted me. You have critiqued me. And for what it is worth, you have single-handedly shattered my self-confidence.
You guys, I clutched my hijab when she did that, right? I clutched it. And you know what? She walked away. Mm-hmm. Everybody applaud. But you know, there was one part she said that, what was people clapping for me was ghetto? No. It's not ghetto.
How disappointing is that question?
Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. I'm Uma.
And I am Selma.
So we're finally doing the review for episode 11 for Love is Blind. Are you ready for this?
Let's get into it.
So you guys, a recap on episode 10. So we already know that SK and Raven said no, especially SK.
We did a video about that.
Yeah.
Sir.
So check our previous video. Now, we're finally doing Nancy and Bartise. And let me tell you something. You guys, I was shocked.
I was not shocked.
You're not shocked?
No.
Actually, you know, I predicted it. Like, I wanted her, but I knew Bartise was going to say no. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
He said no. They looked at each other's eyes. She looked great. She was smiling at him. She gave him a good speech and how she loves him and all that jazz. And he looked into her eyes.
Squared.
Yeah.
And said no. The thing is...
With a smirk.
With a smirk. He's been smirking throughout the whole season.
A smirk. I'm shocked.
I want to get into Nancy's psychology.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
We were all rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Tyra Banks style.
No, I was not rooting for her.
I was rooting for her. And
Yeah.
the reason why is because she came off as a woman who has her head strong, knows how to read people. I keep on saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she, after everything he said,
Yeah.
it looked like Bartise came a little bit more mature than her because he already flat out told her, these are the things that I'm having a problem with you.
But
Whether you like it or not, I have a problem with you, these things. Mm-hmm. And she just said that, okay, I'm going to disregard it because I love you and I want to go with you and I'm going to say yes. Mm-hmm. And look what happened at the end of the day.
Remember when Nancy said that she told Bartise to not blindside her? And look what he did. He did, right? Giving her that shot indicates that he is willing and wanting to marry her. Okay. That's what I got from it.
Does it make you think sometimes that, is there like a bigger check if they go through the marriage?
Well, I don't want to think about that.
I mean... Bartise, you're making people think outside the box.
It's like he gets a bigger check if he goes through the whole thing.
If they go through it, you know what I mean?
Regardless, Nancy has mentioned that he gaslit her. And I feel bad for her. But he has several times shown signs that he wasn't going to do it.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel sorry for Nancy and sometimes I feel sorry for her. But the one thing I'm standing beside is her family. I love Nancy's. Listen, if I don't know if you call them Hispanic community or the Latino community, if you guys come clutch like that, that's exactly how you do it.
Bring us here.
It's
Why
not.
would you do all this just to bring us here? Just say, I don't.
I don't owe you any
answers, bro. I owe her all the answers. I'm bringing y'all here to waste our time for my sister. My only sister.
Go inside, bro. Go inside.
We spoke about this in my
Go
house.
inside, bro.
Listen.
Because the minute and one thing, first of all, very controlling too, Bartise. After he told her, you're not the one, and she said, I'm out of here, why is he still controlling the story? Why did he have to go? She's surrounded by her loved ones, her family. Exactly, her family. Hold on. She's surrounded by her family, her loved one, and then he comes in out of nowhere, and he goes, snatches her hand, he goes, let's go talk about it. Mm-hmm. No.
He's trying to be a big boy.
I don't know about
big man.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to have, I think if you're going to say no to me, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Let me go collect whatever's left of me.
Yeah.
And go deal with it. I really like the fact that her brother was saying, Bartise came on saying that you guys are not involved. It's between me and her. And he's like, you dragged us all here.
Oh, yes.
You best believe we're all involved right now. And he keeps on isolating her.
Yeah. There was one point that he said that he was very dismissive to the mother. And you know, girls, let me tell you something. If you're going to marry a man, see how he treats your parents, your siblings.
And his family too.
And his family.
Come on now.
If he's dismissive like that, so I'll talk to you later or I'll deal with this later or whatever, he's not the right
That's a
man
red
for you.
flag, isn't
That's
it?
a red flag,
That's
you
a red
guys.
flag,
That's
isn't
not
it?
the right man for you. And Nancy, I feel like you had let so many, red flags piled on top of you, and you should not be shocked that this guy
It looks
did
like
not want to
whatever.
marry you.
It looks like whatever the red flags he's seeing in her. It looks like he took caution of it and he addressed them. And for her, she's willing to, like she said, I was willing to risk it for love. Girl,
Yeah.
love did you in. All right, on to Alexa and Brennan.
Oh wow.
Can you say their name? You struggled
Alexa
last time.
and Brennan.
Same thing she had last
Brendan.
video.
No, Brennan.
Brennan. What do you want to say?
Mazel tov.
They got married. What do
They
you want
got
to say?
married. Like I was never
really
stressing.
like those two.
Yeah, straightforward.
Straightforward.
Finally, a man who's straightforward.
And a woman who was straightforward. Come on now. We can be straightforward too. They were very direct. They're very clear. There was a bit of jitter here and there between him, but I like how he was so calm about it and nonchalant. I think it was a lot of nonchalant factors in there. He said that if she's going to do me in and say no, basically, I'll beep it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? She was always 100%. She already knew 100% that he would be there and he would marry her. He was like 50-50, right?
Why was he 50-50?
Because her personality, she's so confident and so
I
delightful.
feel like he thinks she was too good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you actually said it.
He didn't think. I don't think he can measure up to who she is and her lifestyle. She does look like she comes from upper echelons than he do. I don't say he comes from country.
You know what? Always the best marriages are the boring ones. And you know what? That's what I saw. They're boring. So who's ready for Zenab and Cole?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody.
Well, let's start with the beginning. So, the producer did a recap on all the stuff that Cole had said negatively towards Zenab.
The whole relationship was being recapped completely.
No. So let's remind you guys. He said that she's a 9 out of 10. Colleen is a 10 out of 10, right?
In his books.
In his books. And he also said that she's not typically the girl that he would go for, right? But is the girl that he needs. Aww. And she's bipolar. Wow. This guy sounds like he's
What
Prince
DSM
Charming.
he's looking at?
Huh?
What DSM he's looking at? Okay.
So, at the end of everything, she said no. And she made a wonderful speech, you guys.
She really did.
And
It should be laminated and put in the whole Love is Blind Hall of Fame.
right? And she said one part where she's like, you single-handedly shattered my confidence.
The last 2 months have not been like picture perfect. You have disrespected me, you have insulted me, you have critiqued me, and for what it is worth, you have single-handedly shattered my self-confidence.
You guys, I clutched my hijab when she did that, right? I clutched it. And you know what? She walked away. Everybody applaud. But there was one part she said that, what was people clapping for me was ghetto? No. It's not ghetto.
Let me say this. I'm going to get into it now. It looks like, from Cole's experience, it looked like he did what Bartise couldn't do.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
hold on now. Let me explain. Y'all be
Go ahead.
just let me tell you something. Look like he accepted the fact that there's some things you can disregard for the bigger picture. And it looked like, to our opinion, if it wasn't for the producers of Love is Blind, making Zenab speak first, it looked like Cole was about to say yes.
No, you know what? I felt like Cole was going to say yes because he said something that she's loyal and she's respectful. And that's why he wanted to marry her.
He was grasping on, I think, bigger things. And he was it looks like he was trying to disregard the small stuff like, okay, her looks and the attractive and stuff like that at the beginning was so big to him. But at the end of the day, Zenab was the one who spoke first.
Do you remember the time where she had no makeup and he's like, whoa, I didn't know you look like that.
What does that mean?
Cole said that to Zenab.
I skipped that episode.
I was like,
What does that mean?
and she's like, really? Do I look that different? No, I wanted to scream at the, yell at the screen and say, no, you don't look any different. But he's like, whoa.
How about this? Cole, out of everything, was devastated. Now, My question is coming for you guys. Was Cole devastated because finally he came into terms into marrying this woman and he's getting ready to say yes?
Yeah.
And she said no? Like, or was he devastated and completely shattered because whatever just happened to him happened publicly?
Yeah.
And she completely made him unmarketable in the market right now. You tell me.
Listen, he was dissing her and dismissing her throughout the whole season. Don't be shocked.
And she
if you got your own medicine
And
back
she
to
got
you.
5 minutes of just what do you call that?
Revenge.
Some people would call that revenge because people are right now calling Zenab very shisty and she wasn't, you know.
She was standing in her truth.
She was basically giving him a peace of mind. And I like the point where she said that, I hope he doesn't do this to another girl. So I had to let him know.
I really didn't want to be ugly, but he also had to be told some things. I hope he doesn't do this to another woman because it's not fair.
I feel like she was trying to pull a deep T.
What about her?
Same thing. She said no to, what's his name, Shake? And she's like, no, I won't go through this. So she did that.
And now for the last couple.
But not least.
Fan favorite.
No.
The most unstable couple.
Yeah.
Matt and Colleen. What happened to them?
What do you think? They both said I do. Wow. I didn't see it coming, you guys.
You guys wanted a curve.
I didn't see it coming.
They got
Did
a
you see it coming?
curveball. I
didn't see it coming.
Listen, throughout the whole experience, I was getting I was getting too much jitters. And the reason why it's because Matt was saying during preparation for his wedding, he was saying that I'm not sure what I'm going to say until I see her. And she similarly said that too. She was saying stuff like, oh my God, look at me say the cringiest thing. I'm in love. And they set it all up as if it was not about to go down. But when they looked each other face to face, they said, I do.
Even though one of Matt's friends said, I don't think you're ready for this. Colleen's friends said, you should not listen to anybody else except for your opinions and your decisions.
So everybody in our previous video turned into psychologists and therapists, and they were so sure Matt and Colleen was not going to get married. They got married. What do you want to say now? You too.
Yeah.
Get involved.
You know what? Colleen, she had said countless of times, I love surface conversations. I don't like going deep. Deep is not my thing. Like, I just like surface things, you know?
So you're saying marriage is not the answer for her yet?
It was definitely not the answer.
And how about Matt?
Matt needs therapy. You guys, I've been saying this in the beginning. But Colleen, I feel like she just wanted to have the party. She wanted her friends and her loved ones and to be there and just enjoy this moment, not really thinking about the consequences that she's going to deal with.
At the end of the day, what do we care? They said, I do. Let the celebration begin.
Yeah. But you guys, please stay tuned because we're going to do the reunion.
I really hope they really talk about the issues.
I hope so. And you know, I really want to see how Colleen and Matt, how they actually are. And you know, I'm going to be looking at them. I'll be staring at them, seeing their facial reactions and all that.